Girish, and it's a pleasure to introduce Sujan Patel. He pretty much is a very seasoned entrepreneur, 15 plus years of experience, has wealth of knowledge in growth and marketing related activities. He buys SaaS companies, runs an umbrella of companies under his brand. He is also owner of Web Profits. So this is a quick discussion with Sujan, wherein we dive into different aspects related to life, work, and how he conducts himself. Sujan, welcome. Thanks so much, and really pleasure talking to you. If you could really share a line or two about yourself to the audience, it would be great.
Sure. Yeah. Hey everyone. Nice to meet you, Girish. And thank you for having me. Excited to chat with you. My background's in digital marketing. Started off as an SEO, I think like 20 years ago now. So it's a long time ago. I had more hair. I had hair then when I started, and ever since then I kind of evolved into more of a T-shaped marketer. I ran a marketing agency and worked with lots of different types of businesses. And the ones that worked the best were, the ones that like thrived were the most were SaaS companies. And over time, I realized like, holy shit, I need to be in SaaS. Selling time for money in agency, consulting, it only goes so far. It's only so scalable. And so immediately, probably 2010, actually 1 year probably after I started my agency, I decided, I immediately was like, I need to go into SaaS. How do I do it? And so what people don't realize is, I own right now 4 SaaS companies, actually 5 SaaS companies.
Wow.
And one is yet to be launched. So that's why it's 5. It's going to be launching in a few days from now in the AI space. But anyways, I've just been fascinated with SaaS. I started Mailshake, which is a sales tool, sales and marketing, outreach tool. And then I started buying businesses. And so again, 5, learned a lot of things the hard way. Our team across all companies is around like 50 something people, maybe 55, something like that.
Yeah, great to know that. How did you get started? I mean, like, how did you know that you had to really get into these activities?
I started off as an SEO and marketing, right? And so in the SaaS world, it was really just go do it. So I don't know I'm not a developer. I can't code. Like, that's just not me. But I do understand marketing and over time learned about business and really understanding, customer, finding out a TAM, a total addressable market and whatnot. And from that, I realized, okay, what are the problems I want to try to solve? And who can help me build a solution to this problem? And so I partnered up with developers to help build and execute what I wanted. Originally, I hired developers, which worked out miserably, very, very bad. And the reason that worked out really bad is like, I said, hey, I want to build, I think link building is hard. And it's hard. Okay, let's make it faster. Let's make it better. And I would come up with a solution and they would build exactly what I said to build. And what I said to build was the business idea, not the exact product offering. And when you build that, pretty much you fail, because we built the link building tool. It was awesome. It only really helped like 30 people because it was more for advanced link builders to save time. And the UX sucked. But anyways, the point is, I tried to drive the product and I failed because I didn't really understand product as a whole. And so product design, usability, the whole UI, UX side of things. And also I was taking the problem and literally building the solution to it. In reality is there's hundreds of solutions to a problem. How do you want to go do this? So I wasn't validating, I would just build. And so, that led to hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of a couple of years wasted trying to build something that nobody wanted.
Got it. So, having when you have seen so much, I'm pretty sure like your day is noisy and chaotic. So, were you always planned, or did you become somebody like I have to be like spending time, give time to my family, and were you planned, or did anything change in the due course? Because not everyone is having that planning strategy with them. So were you always planned? Did something change in between so that you became like a productive person?
Um, uh, kind of, but not really. So um, I think I just decided I want to do something, and so I did it. Um, I kind of I do that not just in my professional life, also my personal life. So I want to do something. I want to live somewhere. I want to go experience something. So I go do it. And if I cannot do it, I figure out what are the what are the hurdles, and then then I just move them out of my way. Sometimes the hurdle on the family side or personal side is like, oh, I need to find a babysitter. I need to How do I travel with kids? So you either figure out travel, bring your kids with you, or you find help to take care of a kid so you can go do something, or something in between. But like, again, like there's what I want to do, and I just figure out a path forward, and there's no right answer. And it's not, don't take that sentence as like it's easy. No, it's hard, but I think you have to be very intentional about what you want. um and that helped me. And I have my wife, partner, who's we're never satisfied as humans. And what I mean by that is like, whenever we want a lot out of life, and I refuse to accept um I refuse to accept limitations. um and so I just, that's my attitude and personality. And half of the battle in life is not how it's how you deal with things. And so I have 3 young kids. I want to be an active parent and run my businesses. And so obviously there's trade-offs and all these things, but I'm like, I'm going to do it. What do I need to do to make this happen? Not, I can't do it. I can't be an entrepreneur because I have 3 kids. I have to work really long hours and I can't spend time with my kids. No, I have to hire more people to do certain things and give up doing. What can I give up doing? What do I do that others can do that can be hired for? So it's buying back my time, right? And early on as an entrepreneur, I'd say your first few million in revenue, it's all about like execution, work hard, hustle, strategy. The right strategy obviously it has to be there, but like it's you putting in the time. Over time, at about a million ARR, I'd say it's all about how you can build a team who can do a better job than you, right? Like, so part of hiring and scaling yourself and as a founder is not just like doing less work. It's not about doing less work. It's about doing better work and better quality. So for example, you know, my background's in marketing, but we have a VP of marketing, we have a whole marketing team. And I do certain things, but I only do things that only I can do, or I can do them the best because it requires a plethora of background, like my background, or plethora of experience or whatnot. But a lot of people can do content marketing, a lot of people can do SEO, a lot of people can be a head of marketing. I can do that too, and maybe I could do a better job, or maybe they can do a better job. Frankly, what I found is every time I hire a very senior individual contributor, or a manager or leader, director level person, I'm like, wow, I was doing a really bad job. I'm so glad I have them. And they're just doing a better job because that's all they do. That's like our VP of marketing at Mailshake she just does marketing at Mailshake. Her job and thinking 24/7, hopefully, is just about what to do to grow Mailshake and do marketing. My job is to like, what product should we build? How to manage a sales team, like 10 other things going on. So yeah, but that hiring of a VP of marketing and a VP of product and whatever has allowed me to spend more time at home, you know, but there's trade-offs. They are well paid, and You have to pay them, and that means you don't make as much. But at the end of life, I'm not going to be like, I could have made more money. I think I'll be like, I'm so glad I got to do this and spend time with my kids.
Got it. I think I understood what you really meant by it. And how do you think like you get into the zone, or is there a framework, or are you that person who is free flowing and you just find it out, or you get into the zone quickly? So is there any like tips for that, or is it something which you have cultivated over the years?
Yeah. This is a hard one. So I try to think about like I try to say I'm only going to do 3 things today. I block out time. I try to like just basic like getting things done philosophy. Like first thing in the morning. Like if I have to do something really big, I'm just going to do that in the first thing. Get it out of the way. I block out time. I mentally prepare the night before. Like, okay, I got to do this really big thing. I also just try to do 3 things a day max. And I use like a to-do list, and it feels good, like checking it off. And so if I have this like really big thing I have to do in the morning, do it in the morning, because then after I've done that, it's just like the next 2 things are really easy. Everything fits in. And so, yeah, that's really what I do to focus. Now, again, I might block out a day, I might block out 2 days, I might block out an hour, but like I'm just blocking things time out.
Got it. Okay. So this question is a bit like you can just answer in one word or one sentence. What comes to your mind when you hear the word family?
I think joy, satisfaction, pleasure.
Friends.
Same thing.
Work.
Overcoming challenges.
Cars and bikes.
Thrill.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that was good. So, any suggestions for founders to make the most in their journey when they are doing entrepreneurship or creating something? You have any suggestions for them?
Yeah, find out what you want and be very honest. What you want in 10 years, not tomorrow, not 5 years from now. So the average right now, it takes a company to be successful from starting to successful exit or some life-changing event. Average is about 11 years right now. So a decade. So think about, as a founder or a new founder, you're early in your business, do you want to do this for 10 years? And the answer might be no, and that's okay, because I'd rather somebody be honest with themselves and say, I'm doing this startup and I think it's awesome, but I don't want to do it in year 9, year 10. It's hard. Doing something for a decade is hard. And quit day 1 or quit year 1, then quit year 9. Because when you quit at year 9, you've lost 9 years. When you quit at year 1, you learn something over the course of a year, right? Very different. So again, think about, is this what I want to do for the next 10 years? And what do I want out of this? And be honest. Stop thinking about TechCrunch, like, I want to be, like, look at all these founders have done blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Because I can tell you, TechCrunch article or like people saying congratulations on LinkedIn or social, like all the vanity from this dies within a week. It's exciting, it's awesome, but it doesn't pay your bills, it doesn't raise your kids, it doesn't it doesn't make your wife or husband happy. Like, it doesn't make your life fulfilling. It'll be the most fulfilling week and you'll feel really good about it, but that's about it. After that, I think it's all about, so think about like what you want. For me, my goal is I want to build generational wealth. Like, how much money? So originally I had this goal when I first started doing that. I want $10 million by like, I think like 2020 or something like that, or 2025. I forgot what the name is and the date was now. And then along the way, I was like, oh, no, I want more. My goal is $50 million. And obviously, like, I was, when I came up with that 50 million, maybe not obvious, but like, it was like, I want to get more. I was closer to 10 million or at 10 million. I forgot. Actually, I didn't forget. I don't want to share those details is really the real answer. But now it's like, okay, I want generational wealth. What is that? Enough money to where like 3 generations from now, they're set up. Now, it's different. I have to think about, how do I not raise my kids to be rich assholes? How do I give them the same like life? How do I want them to live life? So like, I have very clear intentions, and it's all this. So generational wealth, that means I have to do something different in my personal life and raising my family, setting up the future generations. Well, I will not be around. How do I instill the things in my kids to where they can instill the things in their kids, and then 3 generations from now, right? And then also on the money side, am I doing the right things to get me generational wealth? And don't, for me, it's like, oh, one move isn't going to get me there. One move being like, just from Mailshake alone and all my 5 SaaS companies, I'm probably not going to get to generational wealth. I might get 20, 50, 70% there, but then I have a lot more money to go do the next thing. And so, yes, my goal is a freaking number, because a number you can't argue with, right? It's not, I want to be sell to blah, 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 and whatever. It's just a number. So be very honest. And it took me years to figure out, like, yeah, I just want this. And I'm like, I like money, and it's okay. And it's not that I want to like blow it all on like, I want to buy a big yacht and a plane and all this shit. It's just like, that's what I want to do. And I want to, second half of my life, I want to get back and do more stuff. But be very honest of what you want to do and give yourselves timelines. And if you're not hitting those timelines, reassess every year. And like, am I getting closer? Is my goal unrealistic? And I can tell you, your goal is unrealistic, but you're probably getting closer to it anyways.
Got it. That's some insight there. Yes, I think being honest with yourself takes a lot of courage, and yeah, it's a good point. Before I wrap up, do you want to give any update, like anything exciting happening on your side, or where people can find you and follow you, so that they could reach out to you? I definitely know that you buy good SaaS companies, so anyone listening to this, please reach out to Sujan. I mean, like you might get a good team member, mentor who can really guide you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks. The best place to find me is my personal website, sujanpatel.com, if you want to know what we're up to and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, typically, I'm buying 1 to 2 SaaS companies a year, and not just like milking them for profits. Like, we're doubling down and trying to 10x them and grow them. And so, yeah, if anyone is like, I think I want to sell, ping me. And if you're like need advice, you can also ping me as well.
Yeah. There it is. Thanks, Sujan, for your time. It was lovely talking to you. So next time, I hope I get someone interesting, and I could share more insights into MicroSaaS and SaaS world. Thanks so much, and hope to see you next time. Thank you so much, Sujan.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.